We are going to take a look at the volume of cones. Ultimately, this formula ends up being very similar to the volume of cylinders. Please watch my mouse as I trace. If this thing was a cylinder, this triangle here on the left and this triangle I'm tracing on the right would be there. However, we're not counting that one third and we're not counting that one third. We're taking away two thirds of the volume area of the cylinder if we put the cone in it. We're not counting two thirds of that area. So the idea is a cone takes up one third of the volume that a cylinder with the same radius and height would. So all it comes down to is quickly finding the radius, it is 9 meters, quickly finding the height, it is 16 meters, plugging them in the formula, and then grabbing my calculator or doing the mental math. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 times 16 is some big number that I got on my calculator. I don't remember it. And I need to times it by one third, which is the same as dividing by 3. Ultimately, fractions are division. So 81 times 16, some number divided by 3 is 432 pi. I can put that in as my answer if I'm doing Khan Academy or something like that. Over here, hide myself so we can see the diagram. Again, make sure you're actually finding the radius. This is the diameter. The radius would be half of that. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 centimeters is the radius. 8 squared is 64. The height is 10. 64 times 10 is 640. And now I can leave my answer like that in Khan Academy. Actually, you can type every single answer in as your radius squared times your height divided by 3 and then multiplied by pi. So just so that way you're confident that you know what that looks like. I ultimately need to do, let's split screen this so you can see me pull the numbers and get them in the calculator at the same time. I want to do 7 squared, that's the radius squared, and then I want to turn around and multiply it by the height. So really we just did 7 times 7 times 7. So that is basically my answer. I'm going to type that in, but I need one third of that. So how do I get one third of that? I divide by 3. And then I stick pi, which is an option to click, at the end. So if I wanted the actual decimal here, I divide by 3. And again, you can't put in 114.33. Khan Academy, I'm pretty sure will mark that wrong almost every time. And then you would still need to multiply that by pi, which the first two decimals of is 0.14, 3.14. So that is the actual volume in whatever units cubed that you're working with. Khan Academy will take your answers, though, in terms of pi, which is a little less work for you. Hope this video was very helpful. Give this kind of a try, and most importantly, make sure you're prepared to take the quiz that is posted by the end of the week.